like a bit of that where I didn't see me around the podcast or the YouTube thing, but I think them kind of thing kind of flow into relationships like that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And from the woman's side, it's like, why, I don't know, I just think women, when they reach particular levels, it's like, why, look, they are not willing to compromise as much. And I think for them, why it's a harder journey for
Right.
them to get to where.
They're like the heights of success where they are.
Yes, yes. So them get there now, and I think also why they get a little bit. I don't want to say confused, but I kind of feel like maybe their priorities kind of get all messed up because the lens through which they see things now is, man, it's just weird.
Well, it's compromising, right? Because what you find, what you may grow up with as values that you thought that you'd see yourself, like you may have said, I'm gonna be a successful person and I'm gonna have a family and this and that.
Mhm.
But then you come to realize that for you to be this successful person, you had to work a certain amount of hours and like compromise a lot of your life
Mm-hmm.
to achieve this heights of success where you are now.
Right.
And then for you to say like, but yes, I wanted a family.
Mm-hmm.
But now, for you to acquire this family, you're gonna have to sacrifice
You
all
have
the
to give
time
up
and work
something.
that
Yeah.
you put in,
Yeah.
which then might leave you like, what do I do?
Yeah. But it depends. It also depends on for the individual what is more important to them. You know what I mean? Because I mean, I think we make the statement broadly in terms of a generalization, but you have highly successful women who have been able to do both.
Right.
You know, so I guess to me, I think it gets to a point where maybe an individual saying, well, then, well, okay, what is more important to me now? You know what I mean? So I am successful now. I have the funds that I need to live maybe how I want to live, but I don't have a family, and well, maybe that family is more important to me. So you know what? I am going to make some choices relative to getting a family. You know what I mean? And yeah, like anything else, it's a compromise because boy, we can never have everything what we want.
Right, right.
You know, you have to give up some things. So, but is what are you willing to compromise, sacrifice? Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
I think some of these successful women, part of the challenge will come now. I think because the person who they're competing with over their journey to get where they are is primarily men.
Right.
You know, so now that you are in a situation now where you're gonna have to choose a man as your mate to kind of continue maybe a new path on the journey towards the goal that you kind of set. Why, how ready are you to do that?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? How ready are you to do that? Because it comes right back down to, hey, there's some things that you're gonna have to compromise on, you know? Some beliefs that you may have where, yeah, within a relationship, it don't quite apply totally the same way. You know what I mean?
But then we might have our, when I say we, like people,
Mhm.
men and women might, like for instance, on our journey to becoming who we are,
Right.
might have developed a certain type of traits that we can't let go. Like we don't even realize that we are the way we are. But the way we are is what caused us to be as successful as we are.
Right, yes. Yeah,
So
it's true.
And it might hint, like, you know, like, so getting back to where I was saying, the conversation about him saying that for one to become successful more often than not, they have to be unagreeable. Right? Because
Okay.
it's like a nice get along guy more often doesn't make it because
Yeah.
he's not willing to do the things or say the things or hurt people the way that need to be hurt to get to certain levels of, you know, because sometimes like sacrifices need to be made, whether it be
Yes.
friends, family, or
Yeah, true,
or
true.
conscience,
Yeah, true. Yeah, that is true.
right?
That is true.
So anyway, I say that to say this:
Mm-hmm.
that as much as I love the Raptors team and I sit and I think about the players that we have,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if any of them are on the team are unagreeable. Or I know Kyle Lowry was an unagreeable guy.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? And that unagreeableness is kind of even what propelled him to become the starter.
Yes, become who he is.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
And maybe a little bit of that energy kind of was what helped, like give a little bit of attitude for the team.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anybody that's unagreeable on the team now that might allow for a little bit of edge to be had as an advantage.
Okay. But I still, my belief, I think a guy like Siakam and a guy like Van Fleet, because the unagreeableness, if we were to look at it that way, right, is driven also by an individual piece to be successful.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And so when you want to be the best that you can at whatever the craft it is that you are doing, right?
Yes.
Then you're gonna be driven, man. So you're not compromising on certain things, So that is where I think the unagreeableness set in. But that is what drive you. It's like Michael Jordan.
Yes.
If we were to use him, or Kobe Bryant, listen, boy, I'll settle for certain things.
Yes.
And that is what drives him, and ultimately, because you want to win as a team, a lot of that now start spill out into the team, where you tell the next teammate, say, look, Virgin, that can't work, because there's no compromise what we want to do as a team. So it's either you have to step it up, or you have to leave them kind of behavior to the side. And that creates some tension in the team. But if the individual what you deal with, if his commitment to is to win, then it's a sacrifice that he would make to win. You know what I mean? And I think the same thing flow down to the relationship piece. Because no matter how you cut it, Junior, as we said, it's compromises. You know what I mean? It's compromises, Because it's like anything else, think of this is how it is, And somebody else said, well, but, it could have been like this too. And so, whatever the issue is, it's the willingness of the individual now to say, well, you know what? Yeah, we can give a little upon that. And so that make it work. But if both individuals hold firm on that issue and every issue, you can't come to kind of common ground, then boy, it not gonna work. It definitely won't work. And so with the compromise thing, like I said, to your point, it based on what you do to get to where you wanna get to, but also the broader thing is kind of what you really want. You know what I mean? What is more important? So you get to be the CEO of what have you, but what after that? You know what I mean? What after that? Because I think the flip side of that too is that sometimes individuals get so caught up in career stuff that what can also happen is that if there's a change within an organization, or a change within just organizations in general that impact your particular lifestyle, whereby suddenly you're not the CEO anymore, right? It could be devastating.
Right.
To your lifestyle, because all of a sudden you have made all of this commitment to get to where you want it to be, and you get there now, but all of a sudden now, we no longer see that way there. And so so the individual now, it's like, so who am I now? I was the CEO, but all of a sudden now I don't have a CEO job. So what do I do?
Who am I?
Yeah, who am I?
How I walk in the world. Right? I used to walk in the world with this credential, this crutch. Right. And now I don't know how to identify myself.
Right, you lose it. I believe in tolerance where they can be identified or defined by a title where you have to
Right.
work, because that is somewhere you can lose at any time, you know. So it's like talking to all girls, and the one first thing a girl want to ask you, like sometimes, so what do you do?
What do you do?
You understand? You want to know what we do, or you want to understand me? Never mind what I do. You know what I mean?
I used to tell people I'm a stand-up comedian.
Exactly.
And they ask me, what do you do? And I'm a stand-up comedian. Oh, come back.
You know? We ask what do I do about, you know what I mean? You know, you look for hire me or what?
Right.
You know? Yeah, talk about me. What's important to me, you know? Yeah. A different world, you know? Yeah, we're rich. Yeah, man.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for that one.
That's it. You always like to come away with a little reason and things, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, good thing. All right, see you later.
All right, easy.
Yeah, man.